If you're moving from California to Texas, listen up closely. The biggest relocation mistakes happen when relocation buyers assume that Texas works exactly the same way as California. I've helped dozens of relocation buyers and the patterns are all the same. Let me help you avoid them. Okay, let's go ahead and begin with the cost differences. I love it when I hear my buyers say that they're finally getting their life back. We end up finding them a place to call home with maybe bigger square footage, a bigger lot, and a lot less density. But I want to share with you a couple of facts. What we do have here in Texas are property taxes. The property tax rate will go ahead and range anywhere between 1.9 to maybe 3.1%. Insurance, from what I understand, is 20 to 40% higher. Utilities will, of course, vary between community to community, but also lifestyle and usage. And of course, HOA standards will probably be a little bit different. And yes, HEB is going to ruin every single other grocery store for you. HEB has it all, from the butter tortillas to a beautiful outdoor garden center. Here in the Central Texas Hill Country, life is a lot more quieter. There is a lot more space for you to enjoy, more nature, more hike and bike trails. Lake life is all around you. There's less traffic on the tollways, the highways, even a lot less neighborhood traffic that you might be used to. Here, you're able to enjoy a slower lifestyle that feels peaceful, a lifestyle that you've actually been craving and didn't know about. You're gonna go from traffic jams to deer sitting right there in your front yard. Now, let's talk about some cultural differences you might encounter. Facts are, Texans are super friendly. Here, our pace is super dependent on what's going on. We have a lot of community events in our master plan communities, as well as city hosted events that you're going to want to check out. You will also experience a lot of local pride. I know the schools have a lot of pride in their athletes, as well as just Texans loving where they come from and showing it off. The outdoor lifestyle is amazing here. We have a lot of hike and bike trails, lakes, things to do, as well as state parks you want to check out. We always have 5Ks and marathons. So if outdoor living is for you, you're gonna love it here. I also want to share that here in Texas, we have way fewer regulations and restrictions. So you might be jumping up and down about all that. Okay, now I want to share with you some data that I don't think you can find anywhere else. I want to share with you where California buyers actually end up. For my relocation buyers who are looking for convenience, charm, and amenities, they usually flock to Georgetown, Texas. For those who heard that everything is bigger in Texas, they're looking for more square footage, larger lots, larger parcels, maybe newer homes, much more quieter, slower pace of life, they always end up in Liberty Hill, Texas. However, for my relocation buyers whose highest priorities are retail, top schools, and convenience because they have to travel to Austin, typically my short commuters, they end up living in Leander, Texas. So if you are considering some of the northern Austin suburbs, Leander, Cedar Park, Georgetown, or Liberty Hill, go ahead and call or text me on the number below. Or if you're ready to sit down and have a strategy call, go ahead and book a consultation with the link in my description. One of the last things that I want to share with you are some of the key differences when it comes to the actual transaction. I want to share with you things that we do a little bit different, or maybe some terms that you haven't heard of. Here in Texas, once we've identified a property that we want to submit an offer to, we will go ahead and write that offer. And one of our paragraphs is the option period. This is the period in which the buyer will do their due diligence, get an inspector inside the property, depending on what the property has, septic, well, sprinklers, pool. We'll go ahead and determine what type of inspection you will need, so that way you'll get it. You will pay the seller X amount of money to take the property off the market so you can do your due diligence. Only and only within that period, you're able to terminate the contract should you find something alarming in that inspection report and you're unable to either get a price reduction, get the repairs done, get an allowance. We will talk through your options on that, but we do have a termination option paragraph in our contracts. Another key difference is the title company role. The title company gets involved. They are the one that gets the money from the buyer, holds it in escrow. It is tied by the buyer to the property. So should you terminate, you will get that earnest money deposit back. One of the other things that the title company does will go ahead and transfer the property to the new buyer free and clear. So they take a deep dive, make sure all the debts are paid off before that property transfers to the new owner. So you're always in good hands when you're going through the title company. Another requisite when it comes to a Texas transaction is your survey. The title company is going to need that, so that way they can go ahead and provide title insurance. If you do not have a survey or the seller does not provide a survey, we can order it. You can pay at closing, no big deal. But if you're gonna get a property via financing, 100% you will need the survey. The title company will need that either from the previous owner, or we're gonna have to get it ordered for you. So that might be a little bit different. Another thing that is different are homestead exemptions. As soon as you close on the property, you will get an email from me reminding you to update your driver's license. It needs to have the property address that you just purchased, and only after that are you able to apply online for your homestead exemption and save you a little bit money. Mud and PID fees might be a little bit different here in Texas than what you're used to in other states. Here, some of these are collected on an annual basis, and sometimes you're able to actually pay those PID fees off a little bit early if you care to. New build timelines. I work really close with builders so that way we can make sure that we're moving along, and I work really close with the lender, so we want to make sure that that completion date and your financing your loan is ready for closing date. If I see any hiccups or any delays, of course we're going to go ahead and convey that to you and the lender so we can all aim for that same closing date. But if you are building from the dirt up, we are still experiencing anywhere between 6 to 9 months. If you are doing a custom or semi-custom build, it might be anywhere between 6 to 12. But if you choose a resale house or an inventory home, which means a 100% completed brand new home, you are able to move into that house anywhere between 30 to 45 days. Here in Texas, you are able to have inspections done at any phase of your new build. So I typically like the foundation inspection, and then the pre-drywall inspection, and then of course the inspection when it's 99% done. So that way we can go ahead and give that inspection report to the builder and make sure that they fix all the deficiencies in the report. If it's a resale, of course, that's the time that we want to negotiate repairs, an allowance, or price reduction. I just know that I make my decisions when I have finally found clarity and I'm able to make a decision and move forward quickly. So if that's you, if you feel relieved when you finally get clarity, I get it. I need to know the entire process before I can make a decision. So no rush with me whatsoever. But if you're moving from California or any state for that matter, please reach out. I want to make your real estate dreams come true. I want to make sure that you end up in the suburb that you're actually gonna enjoy and you're gonna just love. Again, if you're ready to connect, go ahead and call or text me at the number below. Or if you're ready for that consultation, a book at the link below. If you found this video helpful, please share it with somebody relocating to Central Texas. And until next time, take it easy.
Central Texas dream home, stop the pressure. Mindy Guevara puts the keys right where you're grown.